The Keeper's Lantern. The Lantern of Lyria was a relic whispered about in the songs of bards and the prayers of the desperate. It was said to light the way through the darkest of nights, not with mere fire, but with a brilliance that revealed paths hidden to the unworthy. Legends claimed the lantern had once belonged to the goddess Lyria, keeper of the lost, and that it could guide those who carried it to their true purpose, or to their doom. Eadric of Blackmere found himself at the edge of the Shroudlands, a cursed expanse where the light of the sun never touched the ground. The air was thick with a fog that clung to his armor, chilling him to the bone. Somewhere deep within the Shroudlands, the Lantern of Lyria lay hidden, its light extinguished. Eadric's task was clear. Find the lantern, reignite its flame, and return it to the desperate village of Hallowfen, where the people had been consumed by despair. The moment Eadric stepped into the Shroudlands, the world shifted. The trees twisted unnaturally, their branches reaching like skeletal fingers. The ground beneath his boots was soft and uneven, as if it might swallow him whole at any moment, and the fog, alive with shadows, seemed to whisper his name. "You seek the lantern," the whisper said, circling him. "But what will you do if you find it? Can one light banish the darkness?" Eadric ignored the voices, gripping the hilt of vigilance tightly. He had heard similar taunts before, from dragons and their kin. He pressed forward, each step heavy with the weight of the unseen eyes watching him. The fog thickened, and the path disappeared entirely. Eadric paused, his heart pounding. He turned in place, but every direction looked the same. For the first time in years, he felt the stirrings of doubt. Then in the distance, a faint glimmer of light pierced the fog. Eadric followed the light, his footsteps cautious. It led him to a clearing where a figure stood, cloaked in silver. The figure held a staff topped with a shard of crystal that glowed faintly, casting shadows that danced across the clearing. "You've come for the lantern," the figure said, their voice neither male nor female but something in between, a harmonious blend. "But to carry its light, you must prove yourself worthy." Eadric stepped forward, meeting the figure's gaze, though their face was hidden beneath the hood. "What must I do?" The keeper raised their staff, and the crystal flared. The clearing dissolved, and Eadric found himself standing in a barren wasteland. Around him lay the bodies of the fallen, their faces twisted in fear and pain. He recognized them all: Kyle, Isella, Valen, and countless others who had perished under his command. "They followed you into battle," the keeper said, their voice echoing in his mind. "Some died for your cause, others because of your choices. Do you carry their memory, or do you use their loss to fuel your guilt?" Eadric's chest tightened. "I carry them because they remind me of what I fight for. I cannot change the past, but I can honor it." The keeper's staff struck the ground and the scene shifted. Eadric now stood in a bright meadow, surrounded by children playing and villagers laughing. Their faces turned to him, their expressions filled with hope and gratitude. "These are the lives you've saved," the keeper said. "Do you fight for them, or for the glory their gratitude brings?" Eadric frowned, his grip tightening on vigilance. "I fight because I must. If their gratitude lifts me, it is only a gift, not my purpose." The keeper nodded, their staff glowing brighter. "Then one trial remains." The scene dissolved, and Eadric found himself back in the clearing. At the center stood a pedestal, atop which rested the Lantern of Lyria. Its once brilliant glass was dark and cracked, and its handle was tarnished with age. "To reignite the lantern," the keeper said, "you must give a part of yourself, a memory, a fear, a hope. It matters not, but the lantern will take what you offer." Eadric approached the pedestal, his heart heavy. He thought of the memories he cherished, of his comrades, of victories hard won. He thought of his fears, of failure, of the dragon's shadows overwhelming Albion. He thought of his hopes, of a future free of darkness. "I give my fear," he said finally, his voice steady. "Not because I am fearless, but because it holds me back." The lantern flared to life, its golden light washing over the clearing. The fog around him recoiled, and the Shroudlands seemed to shudder as the darkness began to lift. The keeper stepped back, their form fading into the light. "You have proven yourself, Eadric of Blackmere. Carry the lantern with pride, and let its light guide others as it has guided you." When Eadric returned to the village of Hallowfen, the people gathered in awe. The lantern's light cut through the oppressive darkness that had hung over them, illuminating their faces with warmth and hope. A young girl stepped forward, her eyes wide. "Is it true?" she asked. "Will the light protect us?" Eadric knelt, holding the lantern before her. "The light is not mine to keep. It is yours. Guard it well, and let it remind you that even in the darkest times, hope can endure." As the villagers celebrated, Eadric stepped back, the weight of the lantern's trial still fresh in his mind. The keeper's words echoed in his thoughts. A light is not meant to be hoarded. It is meant to be shared. The Lantern of Lyria burned bright in the heart of Hallowfen, its golden light a beacon for miles around, and as Eadric walked away, the fog of the Shroudlands dissipating behind him, he carried not just a sword, but a renewed purpose, to be a guide for others, to carry the light into Albion's darkest corners. For the light once found could never truly be extinguished.